Good evening, it's Candace with WeDharma.com. So I just got back from vacation today, and by the way, athletic catalog, is that today? Yep, that's me. So go pick it up. So tonight I actually wanted to talk about something that I'm really big on this year, I've decided, um, based on reflections from 2010. Oof, and experiences that I've recently just had last couple weeks, especially. And basically, what it is living our love, not our fear. And I think that personally, so much of my life has been driven from fear and experienced with fear, even though I have so much love and I have so much passion about what I do and the people in my life and the dreams that I have that I've always really walked towards since I was a little girl. I still feel like there's been fear wound up around it, and it always kind of makes me sort of, there's a ceiling for experience. Because that fear always holds you back a little bit, even if you're on this amazing path and you're experiencing these great things. And there's always this thing, if you're a fear-based person, which I know that I am, that come up and stop the progress, or come up and get all scared because things are getting really good or moving too fast, and the fear comes in, and without awareness of it and without choosing against it and allowing your mind to know that there's another way, we allow it to stop our joy. And I observed that a lot in the last few years of my life when I was going through my 2010 reflections this past couple weeks. And I just made the decision that I'm done. I'm not going to do that anymore because I've had so many incredible things happen to me, especially in the last year. And I can see how everything has many different dimensions to it, but I can see my own work in what I do, and I can see how I can now make things manifest in a more expansive, joyous, fearless way. And I've chosen that. And instead of just talking about it, my commitment this year is to live it 100%. Whatever that means. It's my path and it's what I need to do. It's my commitment. So to start that bond I've made for this year, I dedicated myself to actively exploring the things that I have judgments and fears about and doing them, and educating myself on a lot of, like, for example, my biggest fears in life is the ocean. It's one of my biggest loves, but it's also one of my biggest fears. I'm deathly afraid of sharks. I'm fascinated by them, but deathly afraid. And I'm deathly afraid of breathing underwater because of a near-death experience I had in the past. And so this past couple weeks, I decided that since that's something that plagues me and it really takes me away from my joy of the ocean, it takes me away from exploring what's beneath and swimming with dolphins longer than I really want to because I get scared and then I get out of the water. I want to be able to submerge myself in something that I am knowledgeable about enough where I understand the fears and the realities, and fearless enough where I can trust my own breath and trust my own lungs to take care of me underwater and learn how to do the things that scare me so I can have more tools and more strength and courage. So this trip, I decided to start out by going to an aquarium and getting a lot of literature and reading about things that I thought I knew about, but really needed to explore in a more mature way and educated way. So I did that, and I saw that, okay, here are the facts. Here's what I used to think. This is what I should think because it's the truth. How do I feel? Okay, feeling better. Next step is I went to Mexico and I started to snorkel a lot. And I was like, I have to get used to this. I'll do it in the pool first, then I'll do it in the ocean, then I'll do it in 5 feet, then I'll do it in 15 feet. And then eventually I felt really comfortable with that. And I was like, wow, I started to feel like I felt when I was a kid again. I was like, I just want to get in and do everything and not worry about a thing, which I haven't felt in years. So the next day, nuts, I just decided, you know what, I'm going to go scuba diving. Take a lesson and I'm going to do it because there's no reason I can't do it. I'm an athlete, for God's sakes. I'm an athlete. I'm a yoga teacher. I know how to breathe. I'm going to do it. So I did it. And it was baby steps, but I had a trainer come with me and we went foot by foot in the ocean. And um, eventually, after like 15 minutes of being underwater, I was like, okay, this is good. There's nothing to be afraid of. I'm not afraid of sharks. I know that they don't want to eat me. I know that they're just curious. I'm not afraid of not being able to breathe because I've already been under here about 15 minutes. And, you know, if I decide not to breathe now, I'm screwed because now it's 30 feet below. So the choice was to think bigger. And that is, there's no way I can't do this. I'm totally equipped. I'm totally able to. And I really want to live the love that I have for the ocean. So I did it. That was my first accomplishment of fighting the fear that holds me back from the joys in life. And now I feel like, what else can I do? So I went and played with monkeys, and I used to be kind of afraid of monkeys because you never know. And that was the most incredible experience I've ever had for sure in life. Just getting to snuggle up with those little primates and play with them and learn their habitat was so enlightening. And then I decided I'm going to run a marathon this year, so I started training seriously instead of just saying I'm going to and running my few miles every other day. I'm actually doing it step by step the way that you're supposed to. So that's a new thing, and it's amazing how much you can actually do when you see your body work instead of your mind. So for 2011, it's thinking bigger and living the joy and living the loves in our lives rather than allowing the fears to stop it. So I have so many more examples, but I just wanted to share that tonight and just to remind us all that we have so much more strength and power and ability than we really allow ourselves to even think at times. And maybe scuba diving to someone is nothing, but for me it was big. And to have a love and to have a fearlessness about something that for 10 years I've had a great big hole in my heart about is very liberating, and I'm excited to do it with everything else in my life starting now. So I hope everyone had a really great New Year's and a great holiday, and I'll be back soon. Take care. Namaste.